Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that you're right. I mean, I think the core group of Kyle and Fred, um, OG and Pascal, Norman, and then there's some other guys that are kind of our core now too. You can include, parts of Pat if we can get him on the floor a little more. Pat McCall, that is, Terrence Davis, Matt Thomas, Chris Boucher, right? Are guys that are maybe not part of the guts of the core, but they're part of our larger, who we are and have been around and certainly understand our system and type of play. And then it's down to, Baines and Len, filling in for two really good veteran big guys. And we'll see. I think there's a sense I've seen enough of Bain in my times, both in the NBA and internationally, to know that he's a very good player, physicality wise, and toughness and IQ, and competitive. Right? He's done a lot in his career. And Len, I think, is somebody that, man, he's got great size and he's got some athleticism. He should be able to help us protect the rim, and maybe needs an opportunity. So, um, I think that's, kind of, those guys are out and those guys are in, and let's see if we can get them up to speed and get them on our wavelength as soon as possible. Well, I think that, yeah. I mean, I think we have, you got plan A, B, C, D, E, and on what's going to happen, and he was certainly, up at the top of the list. If Mark and Serge ended up elsewhere, he was certainly a priority. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a moment of we'll get him, but so I'm happy with that, how it turned out. I mean, listen, you guys know how much I love Mark and Serge, right? And how much they did for us. You could never replace going through what we went through with those guys. Yeah, I mean, listen, when you're kind of entrenched in a spot, you guys, not shy about telling you guys how much I love being in Toronto. Um, it's our city and it's our team and our organization. So there's a lot of unsettling feelings about having to leave, to be honest. It's not easy, right? It's not easy to pick up and leave that behind. It feels strange, um, but it's just different. Everything new and different seems strange for a moment. I can only say this. And I know I'd rather be in Toronto, but I'm not. And now I'm going to make the best of it here, and I'm going to not make any excuses, and I'm going to get to work, and we're going to expect to play at a super high level, and that's it. There's a lot of things surrounding what's happening, and we're going to do our best to focus in on just becoming the best basketball team we can become. I'm always concerned with anybody new to the organization to get them up to speed defensively, first and foremost, right? So I would imagine there's going to be a little bit of extra practice time kind of woven into our regular practice time, as you guys have probably seen us do in the past with those, getting guys up to speed, just the nuances of the coverages, the terminology, the game plans, all those things. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously I know them for a long time, right? We coached against each other. We coached with each other, Great Britain. Um, Coached against each other in the D League again. So we've been really on similar paths. I think he's one of the best offensive minds in the NBA, so we're lucky to have him. I mean, just the teams that he coached as a head coach. He's one of those guys that when you sit down and watch him play, you see that they're organized and They're sharing the ball. They're cutting hard. They're executing at pace. They're efficient. Just those kind of things that make a good offense, Stephen. And he's done it at, he was with the Rockets and he was with Denver, and then with New Orleans. He's had some really good years, kind of as an offensive coordinator. I mean, I've coached against him a lot too, and teams were always really hard to guard. Yeah. Well, Bembry's somebody I know that our front office and scouts have really liked for a long time, and now they had a chance to get him. There's a level of toughness and defense and playmaking, just kind of a high IQ guy. So I'm interested to see that. I'm not all that familiar with him. Obviously, we've played against him, and I know who he is, and I've watched a lot of tape. We'll just kind of see, once I get to fit in, see how he fits in, and see if we can find a role for him, and those kind of things. And the Terrence thing. I mean, obviously, you guys know as well that that's in court and has to go through the process. NBA and the Players Association also have a kind of a process and protocol that has to follow, and there's not much else I can say about that.